Hi all, in part 1 of this blog series I demonstrated how you can use the SharePoint Render List Data Stream API in order to surface a whole bunch of additional metadata pertaining to a collection of files I uploaded into 4 different types of libraries: a document library, a site assets library, a pictures library, as well as an assets library. In this particular video demonstration, I'm going to be showcasing how you can use the SharePoint Graph V2 APIs to extract that same information out of files and surface that within this Power App. So just doing a quick recap in terms of what I demonstrated in the first video in this blog series. Basically, this what you're looking at now is 15 different documents and of different types. I uploaded into the documents library, a site assets library, a pictures library, as well as an assets library. In this particular video demonstration, I'm going to be showcasing how you can use the SharePoint Graph V2 APIs to extract that same information out of files and surface that within this Power App. So just doing a quick recap in terms of what I demonstrated in the first video in this blog series. Basically, this what you're looking at now is 15 different documents and of different types. I uploaded into the documents library, and as we switch across over here, we can see the site assets library shows the same information, maybe a little bit more. Pictures library again shows the same information and that much more. And then the media assets or assets library shows again the same information but with some additional fields. Per the demonstration I did for part 1 of this blog series, I then went in and I demonstrated how you can use the render list data as API stream In part 1 of this blog series, I demonstrated how you could then use the SharePoint REST data as stream API in order to surface a whole bunch of additional information. So regardless of the type of document library or library that you select here, it's going to do exactly the same thing or expose exactly the same information. So if I run this flow that consumes that render list data stream API, what happens over here is I'm just viewing a data table. I've got a couple of different views that are displayed. One demonstrates how you can see additional information, such as the picture size, where it was taken. It's got all the tags and things like that. So this is sort of one view that you can create. It picks up copyright information and also picks up all these keywords. I went on to showcase how you could equally display different metadata for that same library. And basically this is what was showcased in the first blog. For this blog, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing the same thing, and I'm testing to see whether, or evaluating whether, the Graph V2 APIs is able to surface that same content. And how does it do it? Well, as you can see over here, I've created a new screen that's identical to the one that I had for the SharePoint Render List Data Stream version of this demo. I again run a flow, and I call that flow, and believe it or not, exactly the same information is exposed and can be surfaced within the app. So looking over here, if I just quickly scroll across to the different views that I've set up, it's got exactly the same information. You cannot tell the difference between the one API versus the other. And again, looking over here, this is pretty much what it does. Now, I'm not going to go into further detail on this because you can just as well watch the full video on part 1 of the blog series. And for now, let's just take a look at how this was enabled and take it from there.